let's go with the next point. Why democracy? This is the main point in why actually we require this democracy, and we have many of the arguments going on. Always we have a debate in any of the point to be satisfied. First we'll be looking into arguments against democracy. In the next part we'll be looking into arguments for democracy. So what are the arguments? We have 6 arguments given by the people. It is why actually looking into satisfaction of those points, then we can say democracy is definitely required. Why democracy? Now coming with the arguments against democracy, the first one is leads to instability. What is actually democracy? What is the first point in democracy? Election. After every 5 years, we have elections in our country. These elections are tending to change the representatives. In the first 5 years, we have a particular representative. In the next 5 years, that same representative may continue, or the second one or the other one can come into. So after every 5 years, the first 5 years we are working with that, the ordinary people are working with that and trying to understand, trying to put a trust onto that person or the party, and immediately in the next 5 years, if the party changes, again we are supposed to change whole of the system, the people have to go with the working conditions of that particular party. This kind of situation might be, it leads towards instability. That is what people think, that is against. But actually this is also right. It has to, it is not leading to instability. The representative should be changed. The party should be given a chance. Every party should be given a chance to show themselves as how they are working for the country. So that chance should be given, and that is what we have talked about, free and fair elections. In the last point we have talked about. Every representative or every individual of the country has a right to participate and show himself into the country, how nicely he can do the work in the country, how he can bring welfare in the country, how he can bring peacefulness in the country, these all things. So it actually doesn't lead to instability. Some of the people argue in this way. So we are talking about against. The second point goes with no scope for morality. Morality, because this is whole lot of a period of competition. The elections are a kind of competition. We have all the nominees standing there, and we go with the elections there. We want to, so some kind of a competition is created. Do you think competition is positive? Whatever the democracy is going with the competition, is it positive or negative? It's a positive and a healthy competition is created in democracy. Some feel it is going towards, it is not having morality because the people are having so much of competition, or the nominees or the representatives are having so much of competition, might be to achieve that chair. They are just having a fight and they anyhow want to go with the achievement of the chair. So the moral values are lost. In this competition, they may employ unfair means also to achieve that chair. But in democracy, it is not the losing of, it is a correct competition, it is a fair competition being given by the constitution. The third one is consultation leads to delays. In democracy, whenever a law has to be installed, whenever there is a change or the amendment in the constitution, there is a procedure for that one, and it is a lengthy procedure. As we say, the bill has to be passed. It is Lok Sabha, the whole of the consultation goes on, all the members are involved into that. Then that is sent off to the Rajya Sabha, then the whole of discussions goes on, then it is sent off to the President. This is not less than 10 years of time. This much of discussion is taken on each and every law to be amended and to be implemented or to be approved. So the consultation leads to delay. Any of the law which has to be put on to, it takes minimum not less than your 10 years of time. So they feel that it is delaying in any of the rules to be amended or implemented. But here we say that so much of time is taken so that in coming not less than 100 years, that rule should not be changed again. They don't take any kind of, it is on the very rigorous basis or urgently the rule is not made, so that the time comes that we are supposed to change the rule again. Details, minute details are taken into consideration so that this delay is considerable and is a positive. These delays will lead to positive results and positive rules which they need not change in the coming future time. The fourth one goes with leads to bad decisions. the bad decisions, the leaders whoever we have selected or elected, the representatives, are they really knowing the needs of the lower level common ordinary people? Are they knowing? We little have a doubt about. Whatever they feel at their level, whatever they feel it is important to the state or the city or the town, they go with taking of those decisions. Might be it is not reflecting the interest of the people, ordinary people. So might be they feel it is whatever the decisions are taken, it is not correctly or directly relating to the ordinary people. So we feel it is a bad decision taken by our representatives. But even this is a positive. Overall, they don't go on to the personal decisions of the people. It's an overall development of a city or a state. Such decisions are taken by them, and that is of course a right one. Electoral competition leads to corruption. We can say here it is no scope for morality. The competition here, we can say we can relate these 2 points. Here the electoral competition is going on, and that electoral, for the sake of the chair, that competition might be they take unfair means, and here might be that unfair means are the corruptions, may lead to corruptions as well. But it is not the constitutional rule. It's as human we are going into, but always it is not required that whenever you have a competition there should be a corruption. It can lead to corruption. That is the point. Uninformed decisions by the ordinary people. You can talk about, this is the 4th one, leads to bad decisions and uninformed. The ordinary people are not knowing what the decisions are being taken by the elected representatives. We said they are taking the bad decisions, that is what? They are in confusion, they don't know what is good and bad. Ordinary people, they don't know what is good and bad. So they keep on thinking about, or they are into the flow of, कि we are giving a vote and that person is becoming the representative and he is going to help us. But exactly he is not going to help as an individual, but he is going to help the whole of the city or a community. Where we are in a confusion, कि we are not informed with whatever the decisions they are taking, and we feel it becomes a bad decision there. So these are the arguments against democracy. We shall be seeing the arguments for democracy. The second one, that is arguments for democracy. What are the arguments which are saying that democracy is the better form of government? First one, let us go with, it is accountable government. Is accountable government. A democratic government is better government because it is more accountable form of government. Accountable, as we were talking about, it is more answerable government. So when you are talking about the arguments for democracy, in this we are looking into the first one, that is more answerable. These are the representatives who are sitting in that chair as we have elected them and given the responsibility, and their responsibility becomes that they are responding back to our problems. So that way it is an accountable form of government, and this rule is given in the constitution very clearly. They are supposed to respond to the public whenever the public is in need of. The second one is better decision making. Thus, democracy improves the quality of decision making. It is in the constitution, it has been given that whatever the decisions, whatever are taken by the representatives, it should be in a better form. How can that be a better form? Is one person, if one person is taking a decision, can that be good for the whole of the countries with lots of diversities like India? It cannot be. So there should be a procedure for that one. The procedure is that they have the discussions in the Lok Sabha, then Rajya Sabha, then the President. This always keeps on coming. This point keeps on coming there. So they have a process for that one, where finally the decisions, whatever they have taken, is definitely going to be the good one for the country. So better decision making goes on in the constitution or in the democratic countries. The third one is deals with the conflicts. The democracy provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. So it is whatever the conflicts we are having. It can be individual to individual, state to state, individual to state, and it can be within the country. Whatever the conflicts are going on, all the rules are given in the constitution. The conflicts and the differences can be solved in the constitution. This is giving, because we are in the democracy, democracy is giving a chance for you to go with the resolving of your conflicts. So this again is a better form. Fourth one is enhances the dignity of citizens. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. As the citizens or the constitution gives us in democracy the fundamental rights. The 6 fundamental rights are given to us and we are not supposed to violate these rights. Any of these rights are violated, again it becomes a crime or an offensive one where your judiciary is coming into action. Means the 6 rights are the dignity of yours. So this dignity will be given to the citizen. Only in democracy this is possible, will be given to the citizen. The next one is corrects its own mistakes. Democracy is better than any other form of governments because it allows us to correct its own mistake. What is the mistake we have done here? By for example, we have selected or elected one of the representative who is not that very appropriate. We feel when he is working in the coming years, in the 5 years tenure, he is not that very appropriate and he is not able to deal with whatever the points we have dealt here. So we have a chance, at least after 5 years, we can remove that person from there and give a chance to other eligible and a correct person. This is what it is giving us a chance to go with rectifying our own mistakes. So this comes to an end with our arguments for democracy.